guys, welcome to the next pattern MCQs, and this is your MCQ number 2. Now let's see what they are trying to say here. There is a 55-year-old man who was in a car accident several days ago, complains of intermittent vertical diplopia since the accident. So if you see here, we have diplopia due to the car accident. Diplopia means we have got the paralysis. So we have got a paralysis leading to the paralytic kind of squint. And what kind of diplopia? It is vertical. So you have to think about a palsy that is leading to the vertical squint. His acuity monocularly is 20/20 in each eye. So visual acuity is absolutely normal in both the eyes. Motility is diagrammed below. If only a single muscle is involved, which muscle is palsied? So you have to take out which of the following muscle could be there, which is actually paralyzed in the car accident. Now let's try to see the pattern of the ocular motility, because they have not told anything in the theory regarding the motility, so you have to take out it from your diagram. So look at the first one. When the patient is looking up, when the patient is looking up, there is no squint that you can see, but in the primary gaze, what you are going to see? So in the primary gaze, if you see, this eye is the right eye, because they are saying this is the right gaze, you have to see, okay? And this eye is your left eye. So can you see there is a left hypotropia? So here I am going to document that there is a left hypotropia, right? There is a left eye hypotropia. Now there is a clear-cut case that the right eye is okay and the left eye is having the hypotropia. Otherwise, it could also be there that there is a hypertrophy of the right eye, where left eye, both are like this, suppose. So if the right eye is going into hyper, then also left eye looks like hypo. So they are showing that there is a left eye hypotropia. Now whenever there is a hypotropia, we actually evaluate it as a case of hypertrophy of the other eye. Clinically, it's a convention. By convention, you can say that we are always evaluating in terms of the hypertropia. So it's a left eye hypotropia, or I can say that it is a right eye hypertropia, right? Right eye hypertropia, because you can see left eye hypotopia. So I think this is very, very clear. So whenever you are applying the Park 3-step test, we always go from the hypertropia, or it's a left eye hypotropia, like this. Then see the gazes. Now if you look at the gazes, what is happening in the right gaze? Nothing is happening. It is normal. Okay, both the eyes are moving towards the right. But when you see in the left gaze, I hope, is it visible? Now if you look in the left gaze, what is happening? Now here you will relate that what I was saying, that there was a right eye hypertropia, because in the left gaze, can you see in the right eye, this has increased. So this right eye hypertropia increases in the right gaze. Very, very conveniently we have seen that this is increasing in the right gaze. Now see the third one. Okay, now if you look at the third one, where you are having a head tilt. So in which head tilt it is increasing? In the left head tilt, not increasing. In the right head tilt, can you see this is increasing? So now what can be the final one? I can say that it is a right eye hypertropia, or it is a left eye hypertropia, which is increasing in the right gaze and increase in which head tilt? Can you see here? It is the right head tilt. It is increasing. Sorry, it was in the left gaze. So it was increasing in the left gaze. It is increasing in the left gaze and in the right head tilt. So can you see now once more? I'll try to show you. When the patient is looking up, Okay, this eye is going more. When the patient is looking in the primary position, this eye is looking down, this eye is looking primarily. While when the patient is looking down also, this eye is going up. So either there is a right eye hypertropia or there is a left eye hypotropia. I have taken both the options. When I am seeing in the gazes, can you see that when the patient is going in the rightward gaze, there is no problem. But when the patient is going in the leftward gaze, I am having the right eye hypertropia. So this is increasing in the left gaze. Then when I am looking at the tilts, when the patient is having the right head tilt, okay, when the patient is having the right head tilt, we are having an increase. When the patient is having left head tilt, it is becoming normal, it is compensated. So now this becomes my normal question of the Park 3 step test, that it is a case of the right eye hypertropia or the left eye hypertropia increasing in the left gaze and increasing in the right head tilt. Now let us do this. We have got the two eyes here. This is your right eye and this is the left eye. So either there is a right eye hypertropia, so there will be depressors of the right side which are having the palsy. So right inferior rectus or the right superior oblique, or I have a problem with the left eye elevators. So it will be left superior rectus or left inferior oblique. So very conveniently I have got all the four options. So this is my step number 1 by which I have got the 4 options. Now I have got something for the step 2. It is increasing in the left gaze. So when the patient is looking in this direction, it is increasing. So what is happening with the left eye? In the left gaze, this will be abducting, and in the left gaze, right eye will be adducting. So it is increasing in the left gaze. So in the right eye, I have to look for the obliques, because maximum elevation and depression is done in adducting position by the obliques, and maximum elevation and depression in the abducting eye, this will be done by the rectus muscle. So have you got the step number 2? I have to choose the oblique of the right eye or the rectus of the left eye. So I have got 2 options, right superior oblique or it is the left superior rectus. Right? Now see the step number 3, it is increasing in the right head tilt. So this is your eyes and it is increasing in the right head tilt. So head tilt means this. The head tilt is going. So there is a counter rolling mechanisms and these eye will go in the opposite direction. So this eye will go like this and this eye will go like this. This was my right eye, this was my left eye. So what is happening now? So right eye is going in the intorsion. Can you see right eye going into intorsion? And what about the left eye? Left eye going into extorsion. And the left eye going into extorsion. Now we know that superiors are intorters and inferiors are extorters. Sin and rat we know. Superiors are intorters. So I require a superior muscle here, superior extraocular muscle, or here I require an inferior extraocular muscle. But do I have a inferior muscle at the left eye? No. So this is a left superior rectus. So this will not be the answer. Now if you look at the right eye, I require superior muscle. Yes, it is. So therefore, what should be the answer? Right superior oblique. Let us see if it is present in the option right superior oblique. Your options are left superior rectus, right inferior oblique, right superior oblique and left inferior rectus. So yes, we have the answer here, right superior oblique. Now you can go back to the question to check right superior oblique. So right superior oblique will cause vertical diplopia or not? Right superior oblique palsy. So it's a depressor. So it will cause a right hypertropia also and head tilt will be in the opposite direction. So yes, it is cross confirmed. My answer is right superior oblique, and take my words, this question is going to come definitely in one or other way in your NEET 2021. Whatever questions we are discussing in the next pattern series, I am 100% sure that this will be very high yield in your ophthalmology section in NEET 2021. So definitely see these questions, try these questions and have a good practice of them. Thank you and happy ophthalmology.